Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. German Marquez is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. These Rockies guys, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Zobrist aboard here at first with nobody out. In the dirt here. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Takes this the other way to right. Gonzalez is there, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. D-Row, daytime road game for them. What you got?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Row, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Runner at second here with one man out. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound, trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Previous history with German Marquez. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Just got a piece up the line.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Yu Darvish will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Hard hit ball to second. And past the sliding attempt at second. That should go as a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now the 2-0 home. Popped him up. Bryant is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We are still scoreless. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Blackmon going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dahl's in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 11.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. McMahon trying to get there, and that's going to land foul. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
That's a ball.
1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Charlie Blackmon.
First offering on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Trevor.
In now for Colorado, Trevor Story. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bouncer down the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Blackman gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Striding in for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Darvish a check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 0-0. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas, so we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network. Here's Addison Russell. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Russell behind 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. 4-1. He singled to open up the ball game. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Dahl. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Fouled straight back, and that got up here to the press box. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Runner goes for second. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Pitch on the way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded at his knees. How about that?
Batting eighth, catcher, Tony Walters.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Cue shot here out towards short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Herman.
Now to the plate, the
Marquez.
pitcher, Herman Marquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. A cold strike on the inside corner. Up around the face. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes, you count.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Fouled off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Blackman. He's there and records the first out. Digging in to try it again, Wilson Contreras comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts
Just
1
one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Contreras, the runner at second with one away. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jason Hayward now. No balls and a strike to count. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. That's wide, 2-0. lifted in the air out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The right fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
So with one gone, here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's set and the pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Darvish pauses. Here it is on 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yu Darvish. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0. Is a fastball that misses.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Gonzalez is going to get there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, Georgia, Addison.
The next hub up, Addison Russell. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Ball two.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
The 3-1. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Right fielder number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Riding in once again, Charlie Blackmon, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch coming, here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Popped high in the air. Bryant is under this one. And he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping in, Trevor Story looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Up top, it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball in for a strike.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 40. Wilson Contreras.
Digging in to try it again. Wilson Contreras. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Two out, nobody on. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Japanese and called strike 3. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Through 5.5. It's now 1-0 Chicago. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
He's set. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Oh, 1 pitch on its way. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Man, when you're winning on the road, the last thing you want to do is give the home crowd a reason to get back into it. Well, when you hit the leadoff man, that's exactly what you do.
Ready for another chance? Tony Walters hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Dahl on at first, nobody out. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
In now, German Marquez. As Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Rockies are down quietly. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 52, Chris Russell.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. And a fastball just a bit high.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 1-2. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And that one just missed outside. And he looks at a cold strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. One out, nobody on. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. There's a swinging strike on the sinker.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
Cubs are down in order. They're on top 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter. He doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The 2-1 home. Misses off the plate.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
We don't get to see the glove toss enough, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Darvish pauses. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 misses. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. This is foul right side. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Ben Zobrist will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's gone 2 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners off for second. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-1. On the move again from first. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Giving chase is Dahl. One down. Chris Bryant will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field, but it bends just foul into the second deck. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Russell leads off first with one away. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner will score from second. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A man at third with one away.
Nope.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Men on third with 2 down. hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rockies nothing. Digging in once again, Trevor Story. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This one is launched. Look at this. Looking up is Contreras. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Second home run early in the year. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by show track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-2 popped him up. Bryant in foul ground makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
Ready once again, David Dahl. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 and a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. 3-1 to the Rockies left fielder. Tony Walters waits on deck. There's ball 4.
The catcher, number 14.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo home run. On to the 9th inning now from Coors Field. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rockies 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jake McGee will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Chris Iannetta will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 22.
Ready for another shot now, Kyle Schwarber. His individual history against Jake McGee. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. One and 1 to Schwarber.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-1 runs a bit inside for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall right near the 347 sign. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Addison Russell. Driven nicely into the gap. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Up around the face. Chris Bryant would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Russell at second with 2 down. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's now 4-1 Chicago.
Your attention, please. Now
Safe
pitching for the
situation
Chicago
looming
Cubs,
here, and they'll hand the ball
number
off to the
50,
hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Hard hit ball to second. There's Baez. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 0 for 7. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses up and in, 3-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Drilled right back up the middle. on to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos.
Striding in for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Ball 3, 3-0. Two out, nobody on. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So striding in, Nolan Arenado, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Set and the pitch. Missed with a slider.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's hitting .429. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Gonzalez over at second. Arenado on at first with 2 down. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
Trevor Story will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So hold everything as they catch lightning in a bottle here in the bottom of inning number 9 and come back to tie this ball game. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Brian Shaw takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Brian Shaw.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Chris Bryant.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
The 1-1 home is a good slider swung on and missed. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His numbers against Brian Shaw, he's a perfect 2 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The 1-0. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing across here this half. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Drew Smiley comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Into the box, Ryan McMahon. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw at the second base.
A possible winning run on second. No one out. Popped up. Russell moving to his left. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Ian Desmond will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. The 1-0. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. The tag and the winning run is out at home plate.
The batter, Captain Chris.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Iannetta. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Zobrist sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. Score remains tied at 4. Scott Ober takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 45, Scott Over.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
1-1. Here it comes. Outside, 2-1. One out, nobody on. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. As one away, the runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. The relay to third now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
A ball and no strikes. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. The 1-0 home is a heater in there for a strike. A 1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Line toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's Addison Russell as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This one's down to third. Arenado's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on base. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Cubs are on top 6-4. Ian Happ will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Carl Edwards Jr. takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. Leading off the inning, DJ LeMahieu, and they'll need him to get something going here.
DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. LeMahieu is retired, and there's one away. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Fastball looked at for a strike. Two out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayward giving chase. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Blackman behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Last strike now for Colorado. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Arenado stands at second with 2 gone. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
6-4 the outcome today. Drew Smyly claims the win out of the pen, his first. Carl Edwards Jr. hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.